Alright. What's up? So yeah, first I would like to thank you guys for coming to watch this documentary that I released 4 years, I think it's 4 years, 2012, 13, 14, 15, about 4 years ago, when I had less hair, less facial hair, really. A lot has happened since the last, 3 or 4 years ago. A lot has happened with me, as far as my music. There's times I've been on and off social media, and times I've just been completely off. One thing, I found a new hobby in photography, as you can see on my Instagram. I've been on and off with my producer for my album. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff as far as life, and I'm pretty sure everybody has been dealing with a lot of stuff. So I decided to basically end the year by bringing in one of the, when I was at my highest level of, intuition and, my highest level of creativity at the time, when I was really serious about doing this album that I yet to put out yet. The album, basically the album I've been talking about for the last like 3 or 4 years. And I've been working on it. I'm still working on music. I'm always working on music, even if I'm not even aiming for that level of fame or whatever, because I'm not worrying about that. I'm always working on music. That's just for me, my hobby. That's just what I like to do. So yeah, I basically want to end this year with this documentary and give you a brief update of everything that's been happening so far. I decided to put out this project because, re-release this documentary. I never really re-released anything. It's my first re-release. It's because I want people to get a sense of me, the new people I met and the old people that I met, and old people that are, anybody, that really just, want to get a sense of me. This don't really get the full sense of me. When I did this documentary, I did a lot of interview. I didn't really get the whole detail of my whole life. It was just an interview with my mom, with me, and my producer. It wasn't really like a true documentary. And I want to say I am working on another documentary, and I want to release that by next year, that I've been working on. I just started working on it. I just want to work on another documentary to get the true detail of everything I'm working on as far as the process and stuff like that. And everybody that helped me, supported me, and been there for me, and know what I've been dealing with, and know certain things I overcome. Anybody that's truly been genuine and been there for me, I want to really truly thank you. And I just want to put it out there that, in the past, before you watch this documentary, before you clicked on that play on YouTube or whatever, Vimeo, whatever I put this on, I decided to put it on, everything in the past, it doesn't even fucking matter no more. The reason why it don't matter is because it's all about right now and what's happening right now. And what's happening right now is that exciting times is coming. Great things are happening. Great things are coming. Everybody is on their highest level. I want to stress that deep down inside, it was something burning in me saying that, I really want to put music. I really want to do this stuff. I really want to put my album. I really want to create something different. And my producer still think the idea I had or whatever I wanted to do, he still think that, man, you should do it. People that heard my music, and the people that heard some of my music, they was like, man, drop this. You need to execute that. Drop it. Why you not dropping it yet? And I always feel discouraged. I'm saying? Fuck it. Excuse my language, but F it. Forget it. Just do it. And that's what I decided to do. There's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of people want to collab. There's a lot of things I want to do as a collective. There's a lot of things, man. I have so much. It's just mind-blowing. It's not me. I know I'm a creative person. I know I've been doing this since I was, music since I was 10 years old, and I was doing creative stuff since I was born. I used to play with my little toys, video games. I used to write consoles, play with video games. I used to make movies in my head and act them out in my house. I used to act out music videos, songs that didn't have music videos. I used to act out music videos, thinking it was me. I realized it's just come naturally. It's stuff I learned this year, learned how to do, that I didn't even know I had a talent for, such as photography and other things. I really hope you can watch the whole documentary, and you could listen to my mom and the way she stressed and believed in me, and my producer, how they believe in me, and myself 4 years ago, how, you know, I could wish I could go back to myself and tell myself that, hey, don't let this get you down. Keep going. Don't worry about nothing. I want to go back. That's why when I look at that documentary, I realize how passionate I was about stuff. I want to stress to myself that my old 4 years ago self saying that, hey, you're going to get facial hair. You're going to get hair. You're going to meet another girl. Y'all not going to work out. You're going to have misunderstanding. And you're going to just don't let none of that affect you. Don't worry about none of that. Just be yourself. Don't be insecure. Be yourself. Whatever happens, just let it happen. But just keep moving and keep being yourself. And I wish I could tell that person, my 4-year-old self, that's about to come up in the next couple of seconds or minutes. I just want to say that I want to bring this year to a positive note with this documentary. You know, as you can see, I'm in the studio right now. You know, and I'm working. You know, and I'm always working. You know, and I'm reintroducing birth because I'm reintroducing myself. It's birth. I'm born. You know, it sounds so corny and cliche, but true. You know, it's a birth of a new being, birth of a new beginning, birth of a new start. And by ending this year with this documentary, it's a birth, it's rebirth, recreated, redeveloped, rejuvenated. You know, and getting back to my true self. Well, I'm sorry, not getting back to my true self. I am at my true self. I already got back there. If I did, I wouldn't be at this camera right now. So, I just want to say thank you for everybody for the support, for watching this. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Birth, a 2012 documentary directed by me with the help of Terrence, J. Rich, Rasha, I forgot her name again, please forgive me, my mother, my producer, Dre Zamore, and my new producers I'm working with right now. And new people I'm working with right now. Enjoy. You on?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Baziah.
What do you do?
I'm an artist.
What are you gonna become?
An icon.
Why are you making this video?
So people can know who we are.
And by we, you mean just you, correct?
No, I mean me and my music.
So what does your music mean to you?
It's my vision. It's my passion. It's my love. It's me. obviously grew up in North Philly.
So what do you love mostly about Philly?
The art. It's kind of crazy because Philly, it gets a bad rep. Like, people think Philly is all about violence and guns and everything, but it's not all about that, you know. Philly is a beautiful place, you just need eyes to see.
So how was it growing up in Philly?
I mean, like, as a kid, you know, it was fun. You know, I did a lot of things that kids do and everything. As a teen, it got more difficult, you know, in high school and everything. We'll discuss that later. And as an adult, it get more difficult, you know, but I got more wiser and more, like, more educated. You know, I had my father in my life and everything. So, I mean, it was cool growing up in Philly, though.
So earlier you were saying you were from North Philly. How
Yeah.
old were you when you moved from North Philly?
I was about 16 or 17. Yeah, around that time. And then I moved my father around that time. So.
Was it hard for you to adjust up there?
Yeah, when I moved like uptown in Mount Airy, it was like real difficult and everything, because, you know, I'm used to like North Philly and like the loudness and everything. And plus my family lived down there, and it was like it was more like fun for me because I grew up around there. But I had my girlfriend at the time around the corner, so I got used to it, you know.
Your girlfriend, are we gonna hear about her on the album?
That's too soon. We discuss that later.
Alright, well tell me about growing up in North Philly, more about that.
I mean, it was me, my brother, and my sister. I'm the youngest. You know, we had a lot of kids on the block. We played a lot of like games, like curveball and stuff like that. You know, I had a lot of friends that was into like negative stuff, but I wasn't always that kid. I remember, like, you know, the music my mom used to listen to. She used to play like her songs, like Clean the House, like Sade, Anita Baker, and stuff like that. And that's, you know, that's stuff that, you know, really inspired me at the time, the music and stuff.
Oh, it inspired you. So, what type of songs did your mom like listen to?
Oh, as I mentioned, like she listened to like Sade and like Anita Baker, Prince, Marvin Gaye, mostly like old school type songs. And like I remember this one time she actually sang "Lovely Day" by Bill Withers to me, and like I started to cry and everything, and it was like really embarrassing.
Why you started crying?
I mean, because, like, you know, I looked at her when she was singing to me, it just, you know, my mom got a good spirit, and that's what really inspired me, because, like, my mom, and she just, like, so, like, you know, got a good heart and everything. And it was like at that time, I was happy for her to be my mother, and I was like, I don't know, I just got real emotional when she started singing it to me and everything. And, you know, some people think that, like, your first love was, like, your girlfriend, like, your first girlfriend, you know, first person you made love to and stuff, but really, if you think about it, like, your first love is like your mother, because, you know, that's the person that, you know, when you're born with and everything. You know, like who do you cling to when you first get born? Like, when you first born, who do you cling to? Like, who you cry for? Who you like want to be with all the time and want to see all the time, right? Like, who is it?
Your mother.
Exactly.
Hello, I'm Naomi Wells. Everybody call me Nita. I'm Baziah's mother. Hey, how y'all doing? Where y'all coming from? Hi, honey bunny. How are you?
So everybody, this is my beautiful mother. So like, don't make a funny face, mom.
So you're Baziah's mom?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you know Baziah is dedicating this video to you, right?
Yes.
Alright. And also, It's gonna be released on your birthday.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh wow, that is so nice.
By the way, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
So in other words, in your own words, for the audience, describe your son for me and what he means to you.
He's my miracle child. Baziah is one in a million. He's very caring, giving. He have a lot of me in him. And that's who I am. I love sitting up here talking to him, acknowledge him with life. And it's no words that can explain Baziah the way he is. He's just a beautiful child.
That's wonderful. That's very wonderful. On the day you found out you were pregnant with Baziah, how did you feel?
I was overwhelmed because I knew what I was having before he was born. So I named him before he was on, before I had him.
Okay. What day was your son born?
My son was born May 26th.
May 26th.
You want to know the time?
What time?
He was born May 26th at 10:23.
That's what's up. Some people probably don't even know what time their child was born.
Yeah. His name means brave and intelligent. Friend.
Okay.
I got my oldest boy name is brave and intelligent.
Okay.
His name is Friend.
Okay. So what hospital did you give birth to Baziah in?
Metropolitan.
Metropolitan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Metropolitan.
What was it like raising him and also your other children in the same household?
Well, everybody called me by different languages, mom. But it was wonderful because my children was there for me just as much as I was there for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really okay. They was never children that went out and did the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
They always did the right thing.
Right. Okay. So what kind of kid was Baziah when he was younger?
Whiny.
Whiny.
Crying all the time. Never wanted me to go nowhere. Always wanted me to be there, but I had to get him out of that because when he was growing into a manhood, I had to be strong with Baziah to make sure that if anything happened to me, that he can be strong and survive in this world.
He told me about the music that you used to listen to when he was a kid and how it inspired him. What kind of music did you listen to?
Sade is one of his favorites. Okay. I used to sing Sade when I be cleaning the house. So that's one of his favorites. Sade, Tina Marie, Nita Baker, and he used to love the fact I used to have him on the couch and just sing it to him while I'm cleaning. So that's basically one of the songs by what's her name? I forgot. Lauryn Hill. Isaiah. I always sung to him saying Baziah.
To Zion.
Yeah, Isaiah. I used to always say Baziah. I used to take her baby name out and say Baziah. So he loved it that too.
Okay. So have you heard any of your son's songs?
Yes, and I think they are really, really nice.
That's what's up.
I think he really got talent.
So what are some of the things that you're most proud of about your son?
My son is a very smart, educated young man that makes me proud because he go out and get what he wants without no hesitation. And if he feels though that he's being violated in any type of way, he will call his mother and I will make it straight.
That's what's up. So Baziah was telling me that when he becomes successful and he's made it to that level, that he's going to take you to the places that you like to go, and he's going to get you that nice house on the hill.
Yes, every day. Every day. My son will call me up and tell me, Mom, I don't want you to struggle no more. He don't want me to do nothing that I have to do. He just want to take care of me.
That's what's up. That's very nice though, because having a nice son like that in willing to take care of his mother like she took care of him when he was younger.
Action.
And is there anything else that you would like to say about your son, Baziah?
Yes, I want him to continue doing what he's doing, and I want him to know that I'm very proud of him. And if anybody ever told you that they loved you, it's always me. So I want you to know that I'm behind you 100%.
That's wonderful. I mean, to have a mother like you.
I love you too, Mom.
I love you too, Bookie.
That's what's up. It's always good to hear that.
Yeah.
That's it. Again, look, it's my mother. I can't have my mother. Sorry. No.
You are appreciated. Love you, baby.
Love you too, Mom.
So what high school did you go to?
I went to Delaware Valley Charter High School.
The way you answered that, it seems like you really didn't enjoy going there.
I mean, it's not that. It's just I had a lot of like bad memories there, you know.
Bad memories, such as?
I mean, I wasn't like very like I mean, I ain't gonna say I was like the least popular, but I wasn't like very that popular in high school and everything. Like, I just like maintained to myself, like, you know, I felt like almost dead inside and everything. Like I felt like, you know, I just didn't really enjoy going there, you know. Like it was just a lot of stuff at the time, and it was just that only thing I just did, I just stayed to myself, and I stayed in my in the teacher's room, and I just like played, you know, I just like write music, and it's like I felt dead inside, and my music is the one that kept me alive. You know?
Alive?
Yeah, like. It was the one that, not like alive, like, you know, like on some suicidal, so it kept me alive as far as that, like, that was the only thing that kept me going. It kept me flowing, and like, the only thing I did all day was just write music and sit in my, like, sit in the teacher's, you know, sit in the teacher's room, like I said, just write music all day. Like, it was to the point, I told the teacher, I said that, just let me have my earphones on and I'll do my work, and I just want my earphones on, because when I have my earphones on, I zone out, and like, I like, you know, like tune the whole world out, right? So.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
What activities were you in high school?
I was in a drama club. You know, I actually, I was in like Greece the first year, and then it got canceled that year. So after you know, it was like sophomore year, I was in High School Musical. That's what, like, you know, I really did good in it. I had the lead role. I was Troy in High School Musical. And the next year, I was in West Side Story. And then I dropped out because I had a job, and, you know, I had my girlfriend at the time. And, yeah, like...
Oh, your ex, the same one that we're gonna hear about in the album?
Too soon. We'll talk about that later.
So you just don't sing, you act also?
I mean, yeah, like I'm versatile. Like, you know, I think acting is real probably easier, but I like music, doing music, because it's more challenging. Because, you know, it's just that, you know, acting is easy. You know, you could be a certain person. Like for me, it's easy. That's just my personal thing. But like music is more challenging. You know, I like a challenge. You know?
If you had to pick one, which one would you pick?
I'll probably, like I said, I don't know. I can't really decide. You know, they both different fields. You know, like acting, you know, you could be a different person. Music is a different art form to express your feelings, to express your mind, and it's a different art thing. And it's like I can't really decide. You know, so.
Did anyone support you in high school?
As far as my knowledge, not really. You know, like as far as in high school, I had like kind of like associates. I never really had that true friend I stayed with through the whole 4 years. Like I just cleaned myself with different people, like, and like, you know, I didn't really go to lunch because I stayed in the teacher's room, like I said, just like writing my music and stuff. So, I mean, like I used to be in classroom and everything. I used to be playing, saying, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that, what y'all see? And they used to just clown me. Even the teachers like clown me. I mean, it was like all fun and game, but deep down inside, I'm like, I was dead serious. Like I was saying that I was gonna be like somebody, and I know I'm gonna be somebody today, which is an icon. So,
your father. We didn't really hear about your father. Can you tell us anything about him?
As far as my father, I mean, he was a great father. You know, I loved him. Me and him not on good terms. He like, you know, like he taught me things, stuff that, you know, like stuff that I learned today, and I became the person who I am. You know, so I mean, even though we're not on good terms, if he's watching this, I just want to tell him that, you know, I forgive him and, like, you know, I love him.
So who is Baziah?
Baziah is a person that want to go through life and want to be accepted, but also want to be like his own self. Like, he go through experiences, he learn from them. He's also hard-headed. But he also like very kind-hearted. He just like, you know, learning thing. Like, he just learn as he go. He go through a lot of experiences, and it's just like experiences that you like would tear down a natural human being, but he just get back up from it. It's just something like, he's just very, I don't know how to really put it like like, he's just a happy, nice person. I mean, but it's just that he just go through experiences, you know, and that's what this album's about with me, Baziah, it's myself actually. It's about the things that I go through. It's mostly about love when I went through and stuff. But yeah, Baziah, he's versatile. Baziah is like, he's kind of like, he got two like personalities. He got like two things. First he's happy, then he's sad. He's kind of like all over, you know. But he's also like a person that's collected and calm, and just a regular person that's, you know, going through life, you know, just wandering life.
So I remember you had another persona called B Young. What happened to him?
B. Young. He's still around. He's still around and everything. So I mean, he'll be coming back.
So I guess we're not gonna hear him on the album?
No, he's not gonna be on the album. He'll make a comeback. This is a love album, so he ain't gonna be on the album at all. This ain't gonna make sense for him to be on the album. You know? Like, he's different.
I feel like the audience needs to know the basics, more about you, like your favorites.
I don't know. Like, my favorite color is like clear white color, but it's also like blue. I like exotic food. I don't really know what to say. Like, you know.
What kind of movies do you like?
Oh, that's a broad question. I like a lot of 80s films, such as John Hughes movies like The Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles. I like the New Jack Swing movies like Strictly Business and Boomerang. I like a lot of love films. One of my favorite love films, is Love Jones and Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind. Like, now that one is like a really deep movie. I like stuff that I can relate to, stuff that I could like, that when I watch it, I could feel what's going on with the movie. That's well directed, and to the point that I wouldn't realize it's a movie. I realize I'm living that person's life in the movie, you know. So, but I like a lot of movies though. You know, it just got to grab my attention. I like a lot of deep films.
You mentioned your love for art earlier. What kind of art do you love?
Wow. My favorite. I like art like mostly oil paintings and like abstract. One of my favorite paintings was by Ridgway Knight. It's called Helen the Fairy. There's another one by Benjamin. I think his name is Benjamin West. It's called Death on a Pale Horse. I also was into like Andy Warhol, and like I love the model I use, Eddie Sidgwick. Like, you know, she's like absolutely gorgeous to perfection. Like, even though she died, like I would love to meet her today.
Do you draw or paint?
No, but I would love to though. You know.
How did you get into art?
I got into art. I used to work at this. I used to like art a little bit, but I got really into art. I used to work at this museum called PAFA, Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts. And when I first went there, I saw the paintings in there, like, you know, and I really started getting into it. Cause you work there all day, security guard, and I'm just walking around. You know, art museum is boring. Nobody gonna like, rob the bank. Rob the art museum, take the paintings. So it's just like all them just looking at these paintings, and as I look at it, it just like broadened my horizons, and it just grew on me. Like I saw, like, I remember I was watching Death on the Pale Horse. It was a big painting, like really, really big. And I was watching like the clouds, and I think it was the light shining on it, and it was like the clouds was moving and everything. I don't know, I might sound crazy right now, but it was like, I don't know, art just got a big inspiration on me. I mean, it make my music more better, and it's just like paint. When I do my music, I paint a picture in my mind, and it's like, it's just inspirational, you know, like when I just look at art. But I got, to answer your question, I got into art when I worked at Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts stuff.
Do you play any instruments?
Actually, yeah, not really. I'm starting to learn how to play the guitar and the piano. I want to learn how to do that. I want to like, the reason I want to play the guitar, I want to like, I picture myself in a poetry club playing the guitar and just singing and everything, and it's just like peaceful and everything. So, and the piano, I just want to learn how to play the piano because I just like the tunes of that. So.
What type of music do you like?
Whoa, that's I like a lot of music. I like a lot of 80s new wave music, like Billy Idol, Madonna, Prince. I like you know, I like New Jack Swing. I love New Jack Swing era songs, like with Teddy Riley, God, Tevin Campbell. I like a lot of rock. A lot of one of my favorite bands today is rock. I like psychedelic rock. And like Jimi Hendrix, and one of my favorite bands today is called Tame Impala, and they absolutely like amazing. They remind me of the Beatles, how they sound. I think they get their inspiration from the Beatles. But I most likely like soul, neo soul, like D'Angelo, Marvin Gaye, Jimi Hendrix. I'm very versatile. Like I like mostly all types of music. Only one of music genre I can't really get into is country. Like I hear it's cool, but I just can't really get into it. I also like jazz. I love jazz. My dad actually got me into jazz. He got me and my brother into jazz. Like I just love jazz. I love like Miles Davis and Coltrane and et cetera, et cetera. Like jazz is probably like one of the best things I love about it. Like jazz is just amazing. Like yeah, so. But I'm very versatile. I'm broad with music. It broadened my horizons, made me write better.
If you meet any one of them today, who would it be?
You know what? I mean, most of them is dead, but one of my two favorite artists is Sade and Erykah Badu, and like, I would love to meet them. Like, I would love to meet Erykah Badu, but I would definitely love to meet Sade. Like Sade. If you ever listen to her music or see her interviews, she's like really, really deep and really like spiritual, and like she's got an inner glow and inner spirit in her, and it's like she's very calm, collected, and like I would love to do music with her one day. Like if I ever disappoint Sade because she hate my music, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably still do music, but I'll probably be like less inspirational. Like I'll probably be like, I don't know, like, you know, I'll be a little upset, but I would love to meet Sade and Erykah Badu. Like Erykah Badu was just more. Got that neo soul, and Sade just got this peaceful, beautiful, enchanted music, you know. Those are the two people I would probably like to meet today. As far as like people that's dead, probably every legend like I would love to meet, like Jimi Hendrix, and I don't know, there's a lot of people that died, you know. So, but the people I'll be able to meet today is Sade and Erykah Badu.
Are you gonna try to reach their level with your album?
No. Only reason why. It's because they can inspire me, but I can't beat them. You know, I got beat Baziah, I got beat myself. So it's like in the movie Love Jones. It's like what Lorenz Tate character says. Like it's not about reaching your level, not about reaching their level. It's about reaching your own. And it's like once I reach my level, I'm cool. You know, like they was great because they be themselves. They did their own thing. All of them is different. You know, so I just got to be myself, but. They was inspired by somebody though, so that's how it is. I'm not gonna try to beat them. I'm not gonna try to like do what they did. I'm just gonna like read their stories, see how they live, and you know get the inspiration. But I'm gonna do my own thing and reach my own level.
So what's the album called?
I don't really have an official album title yet. I'm kind of like bouncing between names and everything. But like basically, I got like a code name for the album, and the code name for it is like, you know how secret missions code name stuff. The code name for it is called Good Morning. So,
Why Good Morning?
because like when people listen to the album, they got like a neo soul, like similar to like D'Angelo Voodoo, and like Erykah Badu, that soul type thing. And I recommend people, like, when they listen to the album, I want them to like go in the park one day early in the morning and just listen to it and just vibe out. So it got like a morning type feeling to it. So that's why I call it like Good Morning. Cause it, like the whole concept album and the story, it takes place in the morning.
So before we go more into detail about the album, what are some of the producers on the album?
It's really not like a lot. It's we got Cat Beats, you know, shout out to him. I got another. I'm in like a deal right now with S Original for a beat. The main producer on the album, and I've been working with him, is my producer, Drazamore.
How did you and Baziah meet?
Oh man, history behind me and Baziah goes back probably to like 2 years ago. Baziah hit me up for some beats. He, I guess he liked what some of the beats on the site. And honestly, the first year he just hit me up randomly. Nothing really came out of it. We talked for a little bit, but that was it. Then probably like a year later, he hit me back up talking about this new project he was working on, and how he wanted me to produce it. And honestly, at first I was a bit reluctant, but he, just the way that he came off about it, he seemed so confident about what he wanted to do that I just agreed. So, I mean, yeah, that's basically how we met. It's been like a 2-year-long process.
So, what made you start working with him?
His drive. Baziah, man, he's a driven, persistent guy. Like, I believe in him more because of his persistence than anything else. His work ethic is unlike any other artist that I've seen, and I don't know, I have a good feeling about his album.
What else is it like working with him?
It's cool, you know. He comes to me with ideas. He expands my creativity as well as I'm sure I'm expanding his. We work well together. He always has something new and fresh and creative that he wants me to do, and it's good. It's fun. It's fun.
I heard you were the main producer on the album. Describe the album and the beats you produced.
Yeah, I mean the beats. Let's see. They are soulful, but at the same time they have like a new R&B vibe to them. At times they can get dark, and it's more of a movie. The beats themselves tell a story, and I'm sure he's gonna tell a story too. So it's just gonna work out great. The beats are they just sound great.
Could you describe his creativity and how do you feel about the concepts that he came up with?
Yeah, man. Baziah, he's a creative guy. Just I don't know, just speaking to him on the phone, he has some crazy concepts about relationships, about struggles, about life in general, and it's difficult sometimes to bring all that emotion to producing a beat, but we've been doing it, and so far it's sounding really good. Just from the production end, just from what I've been doing, I feel very confident that this album's going to be something else.
What kind of artist does Baziah remind you of as far as his concepts?
Baziah, let's see. As far as his concepts, I want to see maybe like a Frank Ocean, Weekend type feel, some breakups, makeups, some just sensual type of concepts, even like the Dream, maybe that type of artist. He's definitely on the new wave of R&B music, and it's somebody that you should definitely check out. I think he's gonna do great.
So can we expect future work from you on his future albums?
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this one comes out, but yeah, I think so.
All right, great. Thanks for your time.
No problem.
Thanks.
Now I heard it's a concept album. Describe the album for your audience.
The album is basically about a guy, how he meets this girl in the park, and basically is a guy who's going through troubles in the past, like he can't forget about his ex and stuff like that. So he wake up in the morning, he go to the park, and he meet this girl named Yois Morales. Now her first name is like it's spelled like EOS, which is Eos, which is the goddess of dawn, and her last name is Morales, which I took from Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. And it's kind of like a subliminal, because it's like Eos and Aurora is like equivalent to each other. And it got a lot of Greek mythology in it, and like it's basically about how they talk to each other in the park, and they get to know each other deep. And they went, he talk about his past and his ex, she talk about hers a little bit, and et cetera, et cetera. And it got like it's real deep, and it's really like personal, and it's like I'm basically venting myself to a girl that I just met. But as they get to talk to each other, they like relate to more things with each other. So it's really it's really going smooth. It's really like a deep album. So
Describe your describe your lyrics and theme.
The lyrics is real like deep. It's like one song. There's one song called that was on the album. It's called A Virgin's Dream, and basically it's about like it's probably deep. She probably gonna hate me for saying it, but if she watching, I don't know. But it's about like when I first had sex with my ex, right? I was like younger. She didn't know I was a virgin. So like when I like the song on there, it's like a 7-minute song, and it's like when I'm like how I'm gonna sing in the song, and the lyrics it's gonna be like how I'm describing to the audience that atmosphere I was in when I first had sex with her and stuff, and like she didn't know she's in a virgin's dream. Like to me, this is all new, but to her, she already she was my first, I wasn't her first, and it's like I'm describing how I was feeling at that time. It's another song called Northern Lights, and Yois Morales is like describing the girl. Another song called Lower Nature, how I like how before Virgin's Dream, it's like how I act off my lower nature, and like I'm only thinking about sex instead of thinking about love. It's another one called Native Land, basically like I'm telling a girl to get away, go somewhere far, go to our native land where it's peaceful, etc. I don't want to get too much of the album, but the lyrics is really like, it's like a guy, he's like speaking poetic, and he's really like, it's kind of like a sad, but then again it's kind of like happy because you meet a girl, but it's kind of like sad as it get deeper at the end. So
when can we expect all the releases?
I'm gonna announce the album title probably like in August. The single is gonna probably drop in July, late July. The first music video probably gonna drop in the fall, and the album is probably gonna drop like early next year. Yeah, and so over time it's gonna be new songs, new album, new music videos and everything. The cover art for the album is gonna be I'm working with this girl, her name is Sharice Lundy, and I was gonna give a shout out to her and everything. We discussing deals right now do the album cover art and everything. So probably look out for the next release. Probably look out for it in late July as the first single.
Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, only thing I say is support. That's it. I just want to thank everybody for watching my video. I just want to give a shout out to a lot of people that inspire me, including my person that's filming it, Jay Rich, and I also want to give a shout out to Swipe, frat team Swipe, the whole frat team, Frenchie, Will from UFO Clothing, look out for them, Labby Clothing, Ricky Codio, photographer, and everybody else is in Philly doing their thing. I just want to say that the only thing we gotta do is support each other. Don't be arrogant and everything. just support each other and just come together. Because right now we got too much talent in Philadelphia for us to like, you know, not just be in our separate clique. Like we could take over if we just all support each other. Support. Thank you.
This is my father, y'all. Don't we look like twins?
It's not my fault.
Don't we look like twins?
I'm a victim of circumstances.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, Baziah, that is nice.
Baziah, would you please tell me I'm a victim of circumstances?
Yo, she's
Look,
making my
he blame. Look, I'm the mailman, baby.
Well, you gotta get ready to go though.
Okay.
Chanel, I don't know if she gonna want me to go to a birthday party. I don't know if I'm gonna have time.
Well, that's
I'm gonna go
cool.
up there and shake.
I am so glad y'all came down here. I swear, I'm so glad. That was really cool. Okay. And you still video. Don't I look good?
Let me explain to you about family, right? Family not the way it used to be. But guess what?
What?
They got a possibility because we still are.
Yeah, we are. We do have, we very family oriented.
All right? Easter not like Easter, Christmas not like Christmas, neighbors not like neighbors, family not like family.
Yeah.
We gotta stay in contact with each other and be aware of who we are.
Yeah.
Because we are somebody.
There you go.
That's my grandpa, y'all. We been there in the video. We been there in the video. Oh yeah.
So where should I begin? I guess I could begin. I guess I could begin where I left off. So where I left off.